recording? Okay. So 2 years we've been in Waterbeach, and we've moved a little bit since then. Like, we went to Crick and everything, but for the last, I don't know, 6 months, we've only gone down to get some diesel, and we barely moved. And I go to start the engine today as it's finally, I've said goodbye to Cambridge. We've gotten sort of all of our stuff out of the way. We've got the boat prepared. We've got the mast down that had our antenna for the Wi-Fi detached and put back into place and everything, and we're all ready to go. George is out there prepared. The lock happens to be set for us. I go to start the engine, completely, totally dead. That's because our starter battery is shot, which I kind of knew it was going, but it only shows 8 volts, so it's definitely gone. And this battery's been in bad condition the whole time. Luckily, we have this replacement battery that Andrew way back when left us, so we've had it sitting around. We haven't actually used it for anything, and I don't know if it has any charge in it. But I now need to swap them out. Now the problem is, I've gotten the socket set out and disconnected the old leads, but the leads are cut quite short, and on top of being short, they're arranged so that the positive has to be on this side and the negative has to be on that side. Well, the new battery has those in the opposite side, and they're further apart. So I somehow need to manhandle the old battery out, manhandle the old container out, take the new one out of its container, get the container in place, rotate the battery, and put it into place. So, yeah, not sure how I'm going to do this. Especially as the other thing I cannot do is accidentally make a connection between any of these things, or I go bang. So wish me luck. That's the mess. So basically we've got that battery with its negative terminal on that side, positive terminal on this side. This battery, negative terminals on this side, positive terminals on that side, and they're further away. And we need to swap these two positions while rotating that in order to get the connectors onto it. Okay, so you're positive. Nope, that didn't work. That needs to stay.
Well, I can hold that.
Well,
If I don't film, I can hold that up. So Michael wrestled the battery into place. Now we just need to, now he just needs to get the connectors on.
okay. So that. Do we have, well, we got more than 8 volts, so that's good. Stand on the engine while starting it. Can't say we're ready to go, but we're prepared to go.
I don't know if we'd ever be ready.
Never let a lawnmower go over your mooring line. Have to get that trimmed. But yeah, I don't think we'd ever be ready to go. We've been here for 2 years. We've gotten comfortable.
2 years, yeah.
We've got our resident swans that love us. Well,
Love our food.
love our food.
Yeah.
We've got our resident crows and moorhens and stuff, and we're going to leave them behind. We've left them a large amount of food, but we're still leaving them behind.
Michael's very worried how they're going to survive without him.
I am. But I think my mooring line will do better without the constant lawn line.
So we've just lost the lock, so we need to reset that. But yeah, time to leave.
Yeah. I'm going to back us up and turn us around, and I'll see you there.
To the lock, yep.
Okay.
So we're off, and I'm doing the usual walk to the lock, and Michael's just backing the boat up to take it over. And the sun's come out for us. It was raining all morning, and after a week of kind of heat wave, we were really sad. So just in the background you can see where we moored for the last nearly 2 years. So it's very strange to be leaving, possibly for the last time in the boat.
Okay, goodbye to Waterbeach. Bye Cambridge. Well, whatever comes next.
Yeah, definitely mixed feelings.
Yeah.
So we've been in that mooring for nearly 2 years, as I keep saying. I'm sure I'm repeating myself. But when we moved there, I said, oh, we can just pop to the loads whenever we want, and we've not been the whole time. So
No, we walked down once to Wicken Fen.
But it's about a 3 mile, well, maybe a 4 mile walk from our mooring to Wicken Fen.
And it's a hard walk. Like it's not a pleasant walk.
It's like walking through a jungle.
Yeah.
It's really overgrown. So before we leave the cam, we're going to pop up onto the loads and just visit for one last time.
Yeah. Have a night up there. Maybe go down Reachlet tomorrow.
We'll probably have 3 nights there.
A couple nights. Yeah. That'll be good.
We've reached the turning for the lock, and we suddenly thought, is it even open? Because we're really out of the habit of looking at notices. But had a quick look, and hopefully it's okay. So we're going to try.
One over there whose horns are going right up its own nose.
It's not that I don't trust you, but I was very nervous on that turn.
Why?
I think I'm just out of practice of being a passenger.
Do that when you're trying to scratch its face on that tree.
I've got an itch. Good, thank you.
Very good. Whoop. Hi there.
That's good timing. There's a boat just coming out. I don't know where they're going though.
It's two.
Don't shut the lock. Don't shut the lock. Don't shut the lock. So that was good timing. That lock is generally really quiet, but there was a boat waiting to come down, so we got a free ride up, and now I'm just driving the boat and Michael is walking up to where the moorings are.
Once his belly scratched. It's a doggy what wants his belly scratched real good. And he's getting his belly scratched real good. Yeah. He's a good dog. He's got an itchy buttons. Got an itchy back. A little bit on the crazy side.
That's George.
So George hasn't regularly been in vlogs since we stopped regularly vlogging.
Yeah, he's been off for a while, but he's doing pretty well. He's 13 years old.
Yeah, turned 13 in April.
Yeah, he's definitely
Deaf.
deaf. Yeah, he's lost a lot of his hearing. He's not deaf, but he's like lost the higher frequency sounds.
And we would think
He doesn't hear me whistling at all anymore.
No, we would think that he was just ignoring us, but he doesn't always come when we open the fridge, which used to be there.
Yeah, like if I open up a little package of cheese to cut something or other, he used to be there like immediately, and now he's like,
He doesn't hear it. He
what was
smells
that?
it.
Yeah. But no, he's doing really good. He's been running around. He's been real healthy. He's been chasing his ball. He hasn't had any health scares or anything other than the occasional having eaten something's poop that he shouldn't have, and therefore getting a bit squidgy. He's been
and he's still performing for the camera.
he is, yeah. He's
But-
a beautiful dog. He does bark more though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he can hear himself.
No.
So we came up, what's the lock called? Burwell lock? Upware lock.
Upware lock.
We came up Upware lock and we've just moored above the lock, and yeah.
Yeah, we're not on one of the visitor moorings because it turns out all 3 of the visitor moorings are completely full, but a bunch of the leased moorings are open, and we're going to be moving again first thing in the morning. So
we think it'll be okay. And if someone turns up, we could just move.
exactly.
So yeah, it's us for the night.
George wants more scritchies.
What's your squishy? Don't you want your squishy? Yes, you do. Look at the thing.
So back that way is Upware and the boat that Joe's on. I'm standing on a bridge. There's a Burwell load. Way back there is Burwell. And all I'm going for is carrots. But it's a good long walk. I enjoy it. So So I saw this when we came down Burwell Road before, but I saw it from the boat. Now I'm seeing it in real life. And that appears to be an abandoned hovercraft. No idea what it's doing there, but it sure looks like it's a small, kind of two-person hovercraft. And it's just hanging out in the middle of a load, like a farm beside a load, really. But yeah, strange thing to see. Not sure that is what it is, but it just looks like it is, because it's got this sort of big turbine fan thing in the back and a skirt and stuff, and yeah, can't think of what else it might be. Just sitting on a trailer. Fun thing. Also, I've been warned that there are swans ahead. Apparently it's Monday morning.
It's quite early.
Yeah. Well, I woke up at 3:50, so it's actually about 4 hours since I got up. But yeah, we are just preparing to go down Reach Load on the Cambridge loads. We've I was looking at Google Maps. We've actually barely come any distance whatsoever. We're still just, Waterbeach is just over there. I could have, in the distance that I would usually use to walk to Cambridge from Waterbeach, I could easily have gone to Waterbeach and back. So
Doesn't feel like we've made the break yet.
we haven't made any real progress. We haven't made a real break, but we're gonna go down Reach and get to the end of that. Probably go to Burwell to do some post office stuff and everything, and then maybe come back and find ourselves still very, very, very small distance away from where we started.
But we might stay there.
We might stay there and still be only a couple miles further.
I'm team stay there for a night, but we'll see what happens.
There's a pub in Burwell that might be worth visiting. It has a Thai restaurant and traditional pub.
I've not been to Burwell.
I just find it funny that there's a traditional pub and Thai restaurant.
I see what you mean.
Oh, baffled.
Where'd it go, George?
Baffled. Have you got grass in your mouth and have you got rubbles on your tummies, Nate? Needs to rubbles on your tummies. And then what you do is you go, oh, what's this? Sniff the finger, just lick the choice.
So yesterday, after we left the log, and we were coming along here, well, I was driving and Michael was walking.
Walking maybe 80 feet before the boat, like just a little bit ahead, and I hear this noise. I'm just like, why is she running the bow thruster? Why is she still running the bow thruster? Oh, she's leaning on the bow thruster. And then she's like, is that why I wasn't going straight?
Well, it was quite windy, but I couldn't make sense of the direction I was going, and I was really confused.
I'm like, why are you just continuously leaning on the bow thruster? So, yeah, we might be in for a little bit of an adventure, because when I walked down Burwell yesterday, the load is full of weed.
Last time we came down Reach Road, it was really narrow, and the boat was kind of like parting the reeds.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too...
Sort of like parting the Red Sea, but, without the whole religious overtone.
It doesn't look too bad from here, but, yeah.
Well, yeah, but so the junction between Reach Road and Burwell is up ahead. And when you get to that junction, you'll see that, like, no, it's not, it doesn't look really bad, but it does look really socked in. If you look down and you can see that there's actually quite a large amount of weed, and it gets worse as it gets towards Burwell.
He only tells me this once we actually get going.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
We're just coming up to the junction for Whip and Load, Whip and Fen. Did you see the visitor boat came out and turned around yesterday? Junction. Is this part Reach Load?
I think this is part of Burwell Load. It might. I'm not really sure which one it's technically a part of.
So one's a turn off. It looks like Reach is the turn off, but don't know.
I think Reach was the bigger of the two, and the older.
Yeah.
Like bigger as in more used, not physically larger.
So we're about halfway down Reach Load. How's it going with the driving?
I mean, it's fine, although there is quite a bit of weed down there, so we've had the prop kind of get fouled a couple of times. Luckily, reversing it hard has cleared out the prop. A C-17 Globemaster is flying over us right now. Anyway, the trick really has been to keep the engine in fairly high rev to just keep us moving forward and get good momentum. That means that the engine's running hot, so we should have lots of hot water for a shower. But it means I'm a bit nervous because the engine hasn't been run through this sort of pace in a while. So.
The engine hasn't been run at all.
Yeah, well, it's been just sort of generating power for us.
Not for a while.
Not for a while, and not under load. So having it suddenly be under quite a bit of load is like, just keeping an ear out for anything going conk. But so far it's been fine.
So we moored up eventually.
Sort of.
There's that rear end sticking out, but that's okay.
Yeah. It's not unusual to have your rear end sticking out. Is it? No?
So many jokes.
Yeah. George has his rear end sticking out right now as well, and he's pulling on mine.
So we moored here 3 years ago, and we just went into Reach, but today we're going to walk into Burwell, where hopefully we'll find the post office open so we can post some maps and a jigsaw.
And I walked in there yesterday and got 3 kilograms of carrots, so I don't need any more carrots, but I didn't make it to the post office. I didn't find the post office, I found the co-op, so
yeah, we'll see what we find.
Quest. I also found a very old Lamborghini.
All right.
Yeah, I was sort of surprised to see that. It was like a 1960s era Lamborghini, and it was moving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was impressed by that.
So yeah, see what we find in Burwell.
Yeah. Just found out about it by seeing this little sign, but yeah, apparently there was in 1727, September 8th at 9 o'clock p.m., a bunch of children and adults had been crowded into a barn to see a traveling puppet show. And there were 51 children and 27 adults who died when a man lit a fire and some straw there with a lantern that burned the whole barn down. And apparently, after everybody had gone in, because there was too much of a crowd trying to get in, they literally nailed the door shut, so everybody was trapped inside when the fire started. And a guy admitted 50 years after the fact, just on his deathbed, that he was the one who had started the fire because he was angry at the people who were running the puppet show. So, yeah, tragic story. Long time ago.
So if you still want a jigsaw, I've only got 3 left after this one, so order now or they'll be gone. And speaking of maps, the cruising ring maps are currently half the price for July, so if you wanted one of those, it's a good time to get one of those. So as well as the post office, there's dry cleaners and, well, it's a haberdashery really, that also does dry cleaning. There's a little Premier shop and the co-op that Michael walked to yesterday. This was one of the many inlets which served the wharves and warehouses of North Street from the 1400s until the early 1900s. So, does that mean you could get from the Loads to here by boat?
It must have been able to. The fact that there were wharves here means that there was shipping coming here. I mean, Waterbeach was at one time a beach, right? So. This is what we're doing, George. This is what we're doing. We're getting on the boat. We're getting on the boat. Remember how to get on the boat? You remember. You did it real good before. Keep going. Yes, Daddy's getting on the boat too. There we go. We is on the boat. There's you, Alpha Getty. There's the door opening. There's the dog. Oh, he's deciding. Which way is he deciding? Which? No, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's get you a running chance. There. Fling himself through the air. Okay, George. Do you want your breakfast? Do you want this? Oh, I do hope you enjoy your breakfast, George. These are crunchies. Look for and find the ball. Ready? Steady? Alpha-Getty? Oh, incoming, Boochie. Incoming, George. This is a doggy who does not want to get on the boat. Do you? You don't want to get on the boat, do you? Come on. You can do it. You can totally do it. Come on. There you go. Yes, good. Okay, now up there. There you go. Brave doggy.
Whoa, that was close.
You okay?
Yeah. We're just finally starting the reverse out of the mooring.
Yes, well, reverse and then bow thruster and then reverse some more.
And then we've got to turn in the winding hole. So is there flow here? No.
Not really, no. underneath it. And then everything begins to essentially rot down there.
I've got a feeling we're going to end up in this tree. Maybe. Tree avoided.
Now, there you go. Clear.
Well done.
Yeah, it's got us heading out of reach. We're beyond reach.
So, Michael's heroing out the back.
Bloody wonderful weather we're having. Middle of summer, July 2nd. Welcome to England.
I feel a little bit bad because Michael's been out in the rain for like over an hour getting us back down Reach Load. It's so annoying because it was such a lovely cruise yesterday, but today the weather had other ideas. And we could have just stayed there, but we had plans and we just went. So we've decided that we're going to go through Upware Lock back onto the main River Great Ouse River, go and get some diesel, get that topped up at the Fish and Duck Marina, and then find a mooring and then head to Ely tomorrow. Michael's kind of like, well, I'm already wet, so I might as well stay wet. Plus it's forecast to rain tomorrow, so yeah, just do it today.
Because the email is so personalised and detailed, many people fall for it, entering their sensitive information into a fake website that looks just like their banks. Once the scammers have your details, they can access your...
How's boat life treating you?
I'm loving boat life so much right now.
We haven't filmed anything really because it wasn't heavy rain, but it was
very cold, we were inside of a cloud.
Yeah.
So it was like fast moving little pieces of, dart sized rain.
It was painful on the face.
It hurt, and it was really cold.
Because to start with, Michael only had his shorts on because, optimistic.
Reasonable optimism based on this morning. Like, I did not expect to be wearing gloves and a jacket and everything.
And a woolly hat.
In July.
But Michael did most of the driving. I drove from the lock to about halfway here. We're just arriving at Fish and Duck, where we'll hopefully get some diesel.
Hoping. We'll see.
And then first mooring, maybe put the fire on.
Yeah, although that means having to get in and vacuum out because we shut down the diesel stove a while back, but we didn't
check the chimney.
Yeah, didn't check the chimney, didn't sweep for spiders, didn't do all that sort of thing.
Fire would be nice though.
Fire would be really nice because it's freaking cold on the 2nd of July.
You missing girls?
Yeah, but these girls are nice.
Absolutely living the dream. all dieselled up, front tank, engine tank, and also our jerry can for emergencies, and they're the moorings that we're heading for, and there's a big gap for us, so I cannot wait to get off this river and into the boat. It's only 10 o'clock, we've been going since 7 I think, so yeah, might be time for a little nap. So we're on, and that's a poo getting thrown off the stern in a bag. But yeah, I think that's a lot quicker than we moored up yesterday. We are so ready to get dry.
Multiple layers.
So it's clearly November.
What? Oh, yeah. It's pretty ridiculous that this is July in England. Today. So we've woken up and it's time to go to Ely, and it's raining quite heavily. Apparently the early, very long distance things that are involved in the weather cycles of Hurricane Bofa. George is out here. He's ready to go outside. I've had the bundle up. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, I'm so sorry, George.
You sneezed on your dog.
I sneezed on my dog. Oh, I should have covered my face. Yeah, so, yeah, it's morning. We've got a couple hours, maybe an hour to go to get to Ely, but we've got to get to Ely because we've got to do shopping before I have a phone call and an appointment, and then an appointment tomorrow. So we need to get all the vegetables and stuff for our dinner and bag of George food and everything shopped for. I walked into Ely yesterday. If it was dry, I'd be walking in again today, but and then Joe would be driving the boat over there, but it ain't dry, so that ain't happening. Yeah, so I'm all bundled up against the cold. I've got all my waterproofs on, and when I get out there, I'm just gonna have to do my best to be a human umbrella. We've got about 20 minutes right now where there's a break in the rain, and by the time I get George walked and back on the boat and getting him his food and then get the engine running and we start moving, that will be finished, and the wave of stuff on radar will be here again. So yeah, that's where we're at. Nope. They're not that kind of animal. Well, we'll find them eventually. Hello, George. I don't know where your chucker is, George. So that's us. We're in Ely. 4 days we've been cruising. 4 days of not exactly long slogs, but several hours of moving on the boat at top speed, and we've made it maybe 10 minutes by train away.
We didn't go the direct route. We did take quite a detour.
We did take a detour, but we've made it to Ely. So we're one train stop away from Waterbeach.
Where we started 4 days ago.
Yeah, it's like a few hours walk.
Yeah.
It's impressive what you can do on a narrowboat in a short amount of time.
So it doesn't really feel like we've left yet because Ely's like the place we visited like fairly regularly.
Yeah.
So
Came here for shopping and stuff. So, yeah, we're going to have a couple of days here.
you're
and
allowed
then
48 hours, I think, maximum. So we're going to have that.
literally a couple of days here. Yeah, and then we'll, we might, if another space moves on, because there's a pub right here behind us. And it doesn't stay open super late or anything, but the fact that there is a champagne glass or other goblet sort of sitting in front of us right now kind of indicates that people do come out here and drink at night. So if another spot opens up, we might move along at some point. But
Yeah.
otherwise, it's a comfortable place to be. There's a Tesco's just over that way, a Sainsbury's that way, an Aldi that way,
And a post office.
an Aldi, a post office,
Yeah.
etc. So there's plenty of stuff we can get done, and a little Chinese shop that has some of the stuff we use for cooking. So yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Also, I found a lovely little chocolate shop the other day.
Okay. So yeah, a couple of days here. Got some practical things to do. Just appointments and stuff. And then I think the next trip will be crossing the Solstice Load and onto the middle level.
Pretty much, yeah. At which point we will start to feel like we've made a tiny bit of progress towards somewhere we haven't been for a couple of years. But I don't think it'll really count until we actually get on the wash.
Yeah, I don't know if we've said that's what we're doing, but that's what we hope to do.
That's what I hope to do.
New season 2 of minimalList. Do you want a different outro or?
I don't know. Season 2, is this season 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
So the first one is the first season? And then
Yeah.
So, Guten Tag.
That's hello.
Huh?
Good day.
Oh, damn, right. Guten Narrowboating? No, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Because that was the outro we used to do.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, comment down below, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for still being here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Tune in next time to see if Michael's changed his outro.
Tune in next time to see if Michael's changed his outro and his attitude. Who knows?